limiting the consumption of calories to 8, 4, 6, or 8, or even 10 hours of every 24-hour cycle, and keeping that more or less correlated with the light, with when the sun is out, leads to less liver disease, improved metabolic markers, less body fat, etc. In the mouse studies, they even gave the mice the choice to eat whatever they wanted, as much as they wanted, as long as they restricted it to a certain period within the 24-hour cycle. They did great. They maintained a healthy weight or even lost weight. When they took the same amount of food and they stretched it out across the entire 24-hour cycle, so this is eating every hour or 2 hours, the animals got fat and sick. So it's pretty remarkable data. We know for sure that when you're fasted, or when you have low amounts of carbohydrate in your system, complex carbohydrate, your alertness is going to go up. Fast increases alertness and epinephrine for the sole purpose of getting you to go out and find food. Can you imagine if our ancestors got hungry and they were like, oh, I'm too tired to go find food? We wouldn't be here. It'd be like robots or something. One of your alien buddies will be like running the planet. Dream. So I think that if you want to be alert, fasting or keeping complex carbohydrates to a minimum is very valuable. If you want to sleep and you want to be sleepy, ingesting foods that have a lot of tryptophan, which is the precursor to serotonin, so complex carbohydrates like rice and grains, turkey, white meats, those things do create a sense of sleepiness. However, there is a caveat, and this is one problem with the once a day meal, is that anytime you have a lot of food in the gut, you're increasing sleepiness because you're diverting blood to the gut. It's going to trigger the vagus to signal to the brain to shut down your system and utilize those nutrients, digest and utilize those nutrients. So I've done the once a day eating thing. The problem is I eat so much in that meal that I'm exhausted. And so it doesn't always lend itself well to the schedule. But so in a 6 or 8 hour eating block for me is a little bit better. But I have a friend who is in the SEAL teams. I happen to know a number of people in that community, and he told me that he did this very long fast. It was a fast that I think you get to eat a little bit of soup or broth, and there's like a bar or something, but it's like a 9-day thing. And he's a very strong athlete, and he said that on day 6 or 7 he was running up some hills or something while he was on deployment, and he felt amazing. He had kind of hit this other level. He was somebody who had boxed in the Naval Academy. He was somebody who knows and knew high output, and he felt like he discovered the 13th floor, that there was another floor to this performance space that he hadn't experienced except while he had fasted. And he said that was a remarkable clarity of mind, energy. It's a little bit of what you described. He described a kind of suppleness and explosiveness.